Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bunny. I'm back again for a whole new video. As of today, this video will be posted. It's a little later than when I normally post videos because, I had some stuff going on that I needed to take care of and, and just deal with. And I kind of was just like a little out of it. And the only reason why I'm only posting up like one video today is because I had posted a video on Saturday and the other videos that I have ready that I wanted to post either for today or Thursday, they're not even ready. So I might have to hold off until like Thursday and possibly like the weekend to post up, whatever else I'm gonna post up as far as like videos go. So pretty much, this video topic is you suck. Now, you're probably like, what does that even mean? Like, are you telling somebody that they suck? I mean, you could be. You could be. It depends on the person. You could easily be telling them, "Hey, you suck as a person." You could very much be saying that to somebody. This is more along the lines about the whole head thing. Now, my thing is, I feel like, you know, this is how I feel about it. Now, I feel as though head is like a hit or miss. Either like, and what I mean by hit or miss is either the person is going to do it when it comes to being like in the bedroom with somebody, male or female, or they're not doing it at all. Like they never are going to do it. Now, it's one thing if there's like a couple days where they don't do it, or not even a couple days, or there's like a night where they're just not in the mood, so they just don't want to do it for whatever reason. You can't get mad at somebody as long as they actually like keep up with actually giving you head when that time comes. Like you can't really be mad at somebody if they're not always in the mood to give you head for whatever reason. Like maybe their mind is just not in it. It all depends. You know what I mean? And then I also like feel like it's a hit and miss in the aspect of like you never know if the person is going to be like good or not as far as what you're expecting. And what I mean by like good or not with what you're expecting as a person, you could literally like think the person is going to be amazing cuz some people they hype up their head game to like a whole nother level before you even do anything. And I don't mean like in the aspect of like, oh, well, people said I've been good and they liked what I was doing. That's completely different. Some people think that's like hyping yourself up when you say like, oh, people have said I was good and they was fucking with my shit, but that's just their opinion and I'm just basing it off their opinion. That's not really like hyping yourself up. That's just taking whatever information someone gave you and you just telling somebody else and relaying it to them like this is what such and such told me. So I'm going with it. It might or might not be true. Let's find out. And the reason why I say it might or might not be true is because people like different shit. And what I mean by people like different shit, like what you might like to do to somebody, or what, not even what you like to do to somebody, what you might have been able to get away with doing to somebody, whether it was like bad head and someone was like hyping it up like it was good head, or whether you was doing something that someone was like in love with. Everybody's different. So the thing is, you gotta kind of learn how to adjust to that person when it comes to giving them head, um, as far as like what they want. But also, you can't be too like hypocritical and too picky, especially if that person is actually trying to like please you when it comes to giving you head. Like if they're actually trying to figure out what you want when it comes to, the whole giving head thing, and if they were doing something that you weren't particularly fond of and they switched it up, you have to give them like some type of credit, like to a certain extent, because some people are not willing to do that. Like some people are like set in their ways, like dead set in their ways, like to the point where if they've given head and nobody's complained about their head and was saying that they was given, grade A head, and then they get to that one person that's bitching and complaining, some people might not break their neck to switch it up for you, because they're gonna look at it like you was only bitching and complaining because you just wanted to bitch and complain. And it also depends on how you go about it too. If you if you like tell the person like how you want it done or how you prefer it over something else, that's not wrong. But like I said, it also depends on how you say it. If you say it like a dickhead, like, like you give the best head in the world, but you really can't give head, and you suck at it worse than whatever that person was doing to you, I feel like you can't be really that hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody who doesn't know how to shoot a gun, and then they see somebody shooting a gun, and then, they're being hypocritical with how they shoot the gun, but that person is hitting the target every time. Like, you can't be hypocritical on something that someone's been doing, but yet you've been like either content with it or you fuck with it or whatever. Like, you really can't like point the finger and be like, oh, this, that, and the third. And then you can't make it seem like you're nagging and bitching about it to make them switch it up if you want them to do certain things, especially when it comes to going down, because going down on somebody is a blessing in disguise. Because here's the thing, what I mean by a blessing in disguise, for a lot of chicks don't even get head, or a lot of chicks don't know what it's like to get good head. Like, dudes say that's more of an issue for them, but not necessarily true, because let's be realistic, it's a double standard with that, because a dude will be with a chick or fuck with a chick, but if she's not willing to give you head, you're not really gonna fuck with her for long before you move on to the next chick, because that's a requirement for you. There's some dudes that really, they're not particularly fond of head like that, so they not gonna like hold it against a chick if she not really into it like that. But I'm talking about the dudes who would like their chick to give them head, and she never want to give head. Like, a dude like that is never gonna stay with a chick that's just not into it. That's just never gonna happen. Let's be realistic. But a chick is more inclined, especially like nowadays, is more inclined to bump into a dude that's not really into going down on a chick, or not that good at it because they don't have the experience, because they never took the time to learn. I don't care what nobody says. People say it's being a hoe if you go out and you experience and you fucking learn how to do shit. It's not. I feel like you should be good at, like, if you do it before you get into a serious relationship, like, go learn how to do shit to be good at it. It's not being like a hoe or anything like that. If you are going out of your way to be good for the potential person that you might want to be with for the long term, and you might want to marry or whatever, it's not really being a hoe. Now, if you're doing it like back to back with random ass people every day of the week, that's a little much. I can't really justify that for you. But I'm talking about the person, like, the course of time, as time goes on, either you jump from a relationship, or, you got some hookups or whatever, and, you giving them head and stuff like that. And, you learning your craft, and you learning what people like and don't like. That's not really being a hoe, because some people look at it as being a hoe because you've done it with other people. That's not really being a hoe. That's just you learning how to do it. So then that way, when you do get to somebody that you might be in a longer relationship with than somebody else, you're actually gonna be decent at it, or good enough where they fuck with it. Like, cause I don't care what nobody says. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that wants head and you can't fucking do it for them. You can't even turn them on with it. Because let's be totally realistic. That's going to be a buzzkill for that person. That person is going to be fucking miserable when it comes to the conversation of head. And they're going to be annoyed that they can't receive head. Like, at all. Like, I'm talking about the people who don't receive it at all. And the time that they have received it, they tried to put like a smile on their face to be grateful that they was getting it. Like, like, thank you, I appreciate you. But like, in the back of their mind, they're like, yo, this shit is trash. Like, I've had better head from like my ex or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that. It's fucked up, but that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? That can happen to a male or female. You know what I mean? We're not God, so you can't really control if someone doesn't like something that you do. The only thing you can do is learn your craft and get better at it. I feel like people are more inclined to fuck with you if you try to be in a relationship or you try to do things that are part of the relationship that you're supposed to be doing, like whether it's oral sex or, whatever, or just having sex, and you're actually trying to put an effort to make it better because of the simple fact that you're actually trying to like learn the person as opposed to being like a jackass and just being selfish and only caring about what you want. Because if you only care about what you want, at the end of the day, the person's going to pick up on that and you're going to get what you give. You know what I'm saying? Like if you only giving that person like what you want to give them as far as like, the whole bedroom experience, you're going to get oh so much from the bedroom experience, like male or female, and it got nothing to do with sex drive. People be thinking it got something to do with sex drive. Not necessarily true. If you not turning on, especially for a female, if you not turning her on in the bedroom to make her want whatever she's supposed to want from you, whether it's your dick, whether it's getting fucked by you, whether it's you going down on her to, give her head, whatever the fuck it is, if you can't get her fucking excited for it before you fucking do anything or before you say anything sexual that leads up to it, you're failing at your job. You're failing at your job, male or female. It's not even just males or just females. It's both parties in this situation. Like you're legitimately like failing at your job, and you need to like reassess your either your relationship or the person that you fucking with. That you know you need to do certain things to keep them satisfied. Because if they were truly satisfied, you know you could see it in their face. You could see it by their energy. You know what I'm saying? Because people, here's the thing, like people forget that just because they seem satisfied or because they getting what they want and everything's like peaches and cream for them, they think that you're satisfied. And some people forget to make sure that you're good and that you're into it. And, they flip it, and they try to make it seem like you're the bad guy because of whatever reason, because you're complaining about something. And then it also depends on what type of relationship you're in. If you can't put forth the issues you have at hand that are bothering you, as far as especially when it comes to the whole sex thing, you know it was like, what the fuck is the point? But then also at the same time too, it also depends on how you say it. People don't believe me when I say that. It all depends on how you say it. If you say something like a dick, especially if you say something like a dick to a female, forget about a dude. Dudes might not care so much if a chick says something to be like a bitch about it, or sound like a dick about it. He might just brush it off and just be like whatever. But like if a dude says something to sound like a dick to a chick about something that he wants or something that he prefers that she's not doing, that could completely backfire on him, because you can make her lose her whole mood and everything. And the last thing you want is to critique something that she's been doing for you in a horrible way. Now, I'm not saying that you can't critique her and tell her to be better at what she's been doing. I'm not saying that at all. If you feel like she's good at it, but she could be better, and you tell her that, that's not wrong. But it depends on how you say it. If you say it fucked up to her, you're gonna fuck it all up for her. Whatever fucking urge that she could have had to want to do whatever, like I said, whether it was sucking your dick, whether it was you fucking the shit out of her, whatever it is, you threw all of that shit out the window. Like, she gonna just be mad at you just because. You know what I'm saying? She gonna start an argument with you just because. And she gonna keep thinking about what the fuck you said. That even if you did apologize for it, it was so fucked up in her mind that she was just like, I can't get over this shit. Like, this motherfucker. Like, why the fuck would he do this? So, before I go on like a crazy longer rant, comment down below. Let me know if you've been in that situation where you got bad head, or you had a friend, or not even a friend. I don't know why I said friend, but maybe, yeah, like let's say you have a friend. If you had a friend that's been in that situation, or you've been in that situation, or you're in a relationship and you're going through that situation as of right now, where the head game is just off, or you said something about their head game to so that way they can increase how good they are at their head, and they didn't get better or they didn't listen to you, comment down below. You can reach out to my social media. This is Bunny. I'll comment, like, share, and subscribe. Join the Bunny Gang, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.